Picture this. An ominous quiet room, a parrot perched on its cage, and the distant sound of a clock ticking. This is where our story begins. Imagine this, a crime so twisted that it sends chills down your spine. And no, we're not talking about a movie script. In 2015, a woman named Glenna Duram shot her husband Martin in front of their pet parrot before attempting to take her own life. But that's not even the most haunting part. You see, after the tragedy, the parrot started repeating, "Don't shoot," in Martin's voice, just like he had said before the fatal shot was fired. If this sounds like something straight out of a horror movie, buckle up, because this is real. Welcome to Obscura Mysteries, where we explore the strange, the eerie, and the downright baffling. Today, we're diving into the tragic and bizarre story of Glenna Duram, her husband's final moments, and the parrot, who may have just been the most unexpected witness to it all. Ready to get your mind blown? Let's go. On May 18th, 2015, the quiet home of Glenna and Martin Duram in Michigan became the setting for a chilling murder-suicide attempt. But what makes this case particularly unusual isn't just the act itself, it's what happened after. Picture this, a married couple, in a quiet suburban home, a pet parrot in the corner of the living room. Glenna and Martin Duram had been together for years, but their relationship was reportedly rocky. One fateful evening, Glenna shot Martin in cold blood in front of their pet parrot before turning the gun on herself in a failed suicide attempt. Police later found her with a gunshot wound, but she survived, barely. But here's the twist. The parrot knew. After the shooting, the parrot started repeating the words, "Don't shoot," in Martin's voice. Yes, you heard that right. The same words he had said in his final moments were now echoed back by a bird. Now, let's stop and think for a second. Parrots are known for mimicking human speech. This is nothing new. But for a bird to repeat specific words from a traumatic event is unsettling. It's like if your dog could tell you exactly what went down at the exact moment of a crime. It's eerie and fascinating all at once. And when you consider the bond between a pet and its owner, it's almost as if this parrot was trying to speak for Martin. Could the bird have been a passive witness or, in some eerie way, a mouthpiece for the deceased? It's chilling to think about. The parrot's behavior caught the attention of the police and Martin's ex-wife, who testified that the bird's words were exactly what Martin had said in his final moments. You can't make this stuff up, so let's break it down. Point 1. The crime itself. Glenna Duram's actions were tragic and brutal, but this wasn't just a random act of violence. Glenna and Martin had a history of troubled marriage, which included financial strain and emotional issues. Despite their issues, there was no indication that Martin ever expected his life to be cut short in this way. But what happened afterward left everyone stunned. Point 2. The parrot's role. Here's where things get strange. The parrot, who had been a silent observer in the home, started mimicking Martin's voice, even repeating his last words. This was an unintentional witness to a tragedy. Parrots are often seen as comedic, colorful creatures, but here they became part of the investigation, their mimicking behavior offering an eerie form of testimony. If animals could talk, what would they say? This case raises that unsettling question. Point 3. The legal impact. What's interesting here is that the parrot's behavior wasn't just an odd detail in the case, it became a pivotal moment for the investigation. The ex-wife of Martin Duram confirmed that the parrot's words were chillingly accurate. While the bird's testimony wouldn't stand up in court, it gave investigators an odd sense of closure. The parrot had witnessed something no one else had, and in its own way, it became a strange link between Martin and his tragic end. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, could the parrot really understand what was happening? Well, that's the million-dollar question. Parrots don't comprehend events the way we do. They repeat sounds they've heard, but in this case, those sounds became haunting echoes of a moment frozen in time. The real question is, what does this say about the unexplainable mysteries lurking just beyond our understanding? In the aftermath of the tragedy, Glenna Duram was charged with murder and attempted suicide. She was convicted of killing her husband, though some questioned whether she truly understood the gravity of her actions. However, the bird's unexpected testimony opened up a whole new layer to this case, one that would be hard to ignore. Think about it. Parrots are incredibly perceptive. They can pick up on emotions, tone, and even vocal patterns. It's possible that the bird's mimicry wasn't just a random repetition. It could have been a reaction to the environment, the emotions, and the trauma that occurred in those final moments. Still, the fact that it said those words with such precision is one of the most unsettling aspects of this case. So what have we learned here? A woman, consumed by a tragic moment, takes the life of her husband in front of their parrot. The parrot then becomes an unlikely, eerie witness, repeating the final words uttered by the victim. This case shows us that the truth, or at least fragments of it, might not always come from the people involved. It could come from the most unexpected of sources, a parrot. To sum up, Glenna Duram's attempt to end her husband's life and her own tragic downfall is compounded by the haunting actions of a parrot that repeated his last words. It's a chilling reminder that sometimes the strangest details can reveal the darkest truths. What do you think? Is there more to this parrot's behavior than meets the eye? Could it have known more than we realize? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this story as unsettling as we did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Obscura Mysteries for more mind-bending tales. Who knows what other eerie mysteries we'll uncover next? Until then, stay curious and stay safe.